Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this money-making Wednesday with the Pig Dogs Morning Show. Got the franchise player with me, Chris Ruffalo, per usual. And it's Hawk Romanelli Wednesday. Ron Romanelli showing up with us today, as he does every Wednesday. But, man, yeah, guys, yesterday I got smoked. I'll call a spade. I got took behind the woodshed. Happens, man. When you do it on a daily, man, some days just don't break your way. And that was the case for me yesterday. I ain't gonna let it get me down though. Today's a new day, new opportunities, new goals, and I'm ready to attack it, man. So need it back. Solid card to get it back too. Across both sports and NBA and college hoops specifically, but we got some solid NHL action today. So ready to talk about it with the guys. Chris, franchise, what's happening? How you doing?
Doing all right. Split yesterday, but it's one of those things where could have been a lot worse, could have been a lot better. But you know what? It's fine. We'll take it as it comes. Unfortunately, couldn't cash the play of the day. Louisville just could not pull away from Virginia Tech in the second half. They made it close. They looked good really early, and they jumped up to like a 19-3 lead. And Virginia Tech just had one of their best shooting nights I've seen from them in a while. But those nights are going to happen. They're going to happen, especially as we get closer to conference tournaments, as we get closer to March Madness. It's just kind of what we sign up for this time of year. But again, wouldn't trade it for anything. But today's a new day, new money to be made. I'm excited to break it down with you guys.
Let's do it. Ron Romanelli.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep, looking to bounce back from our 4-1 breakdown day. Inexcusable. I got to be better going forward. But, it was a solid day. The Gators were one of the bigger public plays I've seen this season, and they lose outright. It's kind of bittersweet because I was on Georgia, but I do have Florida to win the national championship. So I don't want to see them take too many losses like that. But, in the course of the season, especially in that conference, which is a beast of a conference, you're going to have some tough spots. I mean, they were coming off the road win against LSU, which was a comeback. This wasn't a great situation facing your former coach in Georgia. So I don't think I wouldn't worry if you were a Gator fan or a Gator backer. I think they'll be fine. But this goes to show you conference play, especially in a conference tournament, anything can happen.
Yes, he can. I had one play yesterday in college hoops, and I was sharp chasing, bro. That's all I was. That's all I was doing. Mississippi State is fucking garbage. Like I knew it, bro. Like I've been saying all season. I don't even know what the thought process was. I don't even know what the thought process was. That team is hot ass, and I knew it the minute that game got to kicking off. I said, why the hell did I bet Mississippi State knowing this team is garbage? I kind of talked myself into thinking maybe this was the step-up game for this team. They need one to kind of solidify that they're just not a team that's benefiting by being in the SEC. And, man, I got smashed yet again. Trash ass. That's so bad. What else happened yesterday in college hoops, man? Yesterday in college hoops was interesting.
Georgia got that win that I was talking about. I didn't know if they were going to get it, but yeah, that's a huge win for their tournament resume.
Iowa State, bro. I'm done with them too. That's what it was. I think I'm done, bro. I think I'm off the Iowa State Cyclones train. Remember, I'm the guy that's been saying I think this team could go win the whole damn thing since the start of the season.
Yeah,
but of recent, bro, they've been hot shit, man.
But they're banged up, aren't they?
They were missing their two top scorers against.
Still, bro.
I know it's Oklahoma State, but
it's Oklahoma State.
They're not bad. They've improved.
Man, still, I think the worst team in the Big 12.
No, they're not that bad.
That's
a completely different team.
That's 31 points per game that you were missing in that game. So that's if they're healthy, got the tournament time.
I don't care. You could not lose conference game to Oklahoma State. You just can't do it. They made me mad. I didn't bet them yesterday, but I have a futures ticket on Iowa State. That's where my problem is. Like that team there is just
that loss probably knocks them off a 2 line to maybe a 3 line, if I had to guess. But I mean, they're still gonna be fine in the Big 12. They're still probably gonna be fine in the tournament. They just have to get healthy. I haven't seen if Gilbert or or Jones are out for a significant amount of time, but
Well, we're seeing teams keep guys out of the lineup just to make not to chance anything because like Texas Tech the other night, they had a couple guys that probably would have played if it was a crucial tournament game, but when they already know they're going to be in the tournament, they're already going to be a top 3 or 4 seed. No reason to risk another injury. So I think Iowa State usually finds its way as a 2 seed. Seems like they're always a 2 seed, but I'm not worried about the Cyclones. When you miss your top 2 scorers, you're on the road in a conference game against an improving team. It was a tough spot. So now they have some home games. We'll see if they can bounce back.
I mean, improving or not, it's just a bit of a weird spot where it's just like a nothing game against Oklahoma State. It's not like it was like if it was Houston or something, they'd probably play. At least one of them.
Yeah. But potentially. I mean, they might be really banged up, but I know for the case with Texas Tech, both of those guys, McMillan and Williams, they were like, there's no reason to go. We already beat Houston once. It's not like it's a revenge game or anything. So, but I like Texas Tech.
For Jones, it was an illness, so diarrhea, and Gilbert was
meat sweats. Strain. Both had the meat sweats, so they should be back.
There you
go. Yeah.
See what else happened yesterday. Missouri blowing out South Carolina. Does that mean Missouri's legit, or was it just another nothing win they had at home?
South Carolina's bad. We've been through that though. And they the worst team in the SEC. So
see, it's just like there are certain results that are kind of like eye-opening yesterday. Like you just see like Duke wins by 37, and it's just like, oh wait, it's Miami. But it's like,
yeah. How about Gonzaga? Are they back?
No.
19-point victory?
No.
Gonzaga is the team you want to watch out for.
No.
Santa Clara started out shooting really well in the first half, and then they just tailed off.
Who do you trust more, Gonzaga or UConn?
Gonzaga. All day for me.
Gonzaga.
I'm down on both. Y'all know me. I'm down on both, but I just thought it was pretty. I got them kind of both in that same.
That's actually good. No, that's actually a good.
I know. I got them in the same bucket. I got them both in the same bucket where it's like you kind of trust the history of both of them, where they could go on a run off that strength, but at the same time, would you be shocked if they got bounced first round? So I kind of got both of them in the same bucket right now. Gonzaga.
It's like I want to pay respect to all the teams that I like, but it's like they all played bad teams yesterday. Like Duke played Miami, Wisconsin played Washington, Missouri played South Carolina. It's like these are teams that I want to like give props to and say, oh man, these teams are legit. But it's just like after yesterday, it's like I can't do it yet because it's just like it was a bunch of dog shit teams they play. But Illinois looks like they finally passed that illness that they whatever was going through their lineup. I don't know if it's still there. But is Iowa really that bad on the
road? Speaking of illness, official. It's officially official. Officially official. Officially. The Orlando fucking Magic are on the do not bet list, and then we're not taking them off. We're not taking them off. They're done. They're cooked. We have to put them there before we lose any more money, bro. And they got to go on like a 4 or 5 game streak before we even think about putting any more money on them. They so cooked. They're so done. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
So if they're okay, just theoretically, if they come out tomorrow and Orlando's playing Philly and Orlando's laying 4.5,
pass. I'm just gonna outright pass the game, bro. You can't trust either one.
Is there any number where Orlando is a home favorite where you can back them?
No.
Not even 1.5.
I don't trust Magic 1.5 over the Wizards right now.
Ooh.
Straight up.
Hold on. The Wizards are playing well.
Straight up, bro.
At least competitive.
That's what I'm saying. Wizards playing well. That's what I'm saying. That's how bad the Magic playing.
What I'm saying, but what I'm saying, we're talking about the Sixers here, who are the worst ATS team in the league, or second worst.
Man, that's gonna be the game. Tyrese Maxey come out there and look like how y'all was trying to portray him to look last week. I'm just saying. Cooked, man. So shout out to Don. He didn't score 50. He didn't score 50. He did have triple double and get a win though. So
I swear he almost had the triple double in the first quarter.
He did. He had what? 11, 9, and 4, I think it was at the end of the first.
Something like that, yeah.
7 and 4, some shit like that. He was balling. Mavs, I not too much to take away from that game. They did cover. We got to see what they're going to be when they get healthy. That's just what it is with that team. And I don't think they can go on a run like many people can think they can. With the pieces that they have, last night watching that game, it was evident to me that the guy that they're missing was the guy that they traded. That's all that I saw from watching that game last night. And I don't think Anthony Davis fixes their problems. Will he help them? Of course. Does he fix their problems? Does he make them the championship team they think they are? No. For the Lakers, whew. I still haven't updated my predictions, but at the start of the season, I told you guys I had Dallas and the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. That's what I said to start the season. I think I got the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals still. I don't know who their opponent's going to be. I don't know if they win that and go to the finals. But right now, I think if things break the right way, I like them in the Western Conference Finals. So give me another week or so to kind of see how the dust settles coming out of the All-Star break, coming off the trade deadline. Got to see a couple more things come together. We still got a good amount of time, like over 20 games or so. So still to see how it all plays out. But yeah, man, NBA kind of fun right now. NBA's fun right now. With some good games on.
If it holds up as it is right now, I could see Nuggets Lakers in the conference finals.
It's gonna come down to matchups, is what it's gonna come down to.
Because just theoretically, let's say all 4 top seeds advance, right? Then it would be Thunder, Lakers, Grizzlies, Nuggets. 7-game series. I'm taking the Nuggets. 7-game series. I'm probably taking the Lakers.
As I sit here right now, I'm gonna give y'all just a little preview. Right now, I'm gonna say Western Conference Finals is Lakers Thunder. But it wouldn't shock me if it was Nuggets. It's gonna depend on the matchups.
The Lakers would have to get out of the 4 seed.
They probably will. It'll shake out. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna come down to matchups. Still got 20 games or so. So I think right now I'm leaning Lakers Thunder.
If they get out of the 4 seed, I could see that for sure.
And then in the East, I'm kind of feeling Boston, Indiana still. And people gonna call me insane, crazy, or delusional. I know I might be. That's just how I'm feeling. That's just how I'm feeling. So I'm feeling Boston, Indiana in the East again, part 2. We'll see. I ain't made it official yet. I'm gonna let y'all know when I make it official. When I go to the window and put my futures down.
Could you let me know first before anybody else?
I got you.
All right, thank you.
All right, fellas, man. Let's get into today. We got some ground to cover. Money making Wednesday, hump day. First game on the board. Man, Boston University, Mitchell's alma mater versus Lehigh. Lehigh laying 3.5. We got Mercer versus East Tennessee State. We got a good one. We got the Turbans, Maryland, laying 4.5 on the Michigan State. I wonder if Costi did his video on this one. Somebody tell me in the comments. I know you already watched it. And did he take the Terrapins? Let me know. We got the Blue Hose of Presbyterian, 1-ho, 2-ho, Red Ho, Blue Ho versus UNC Cashville. Pig dog style game right there. Duquesne versus LaSalle, aka Duckanese. Georgetown.
He did Georgetown, UConn.
He did Georgetown, UConn. Okay.
Yeah.
Georgetown, UConn. We got Ole Miss, Auburn. Vanderbilt versus A&M. Notre Dame versus Clemson. UC Upstate versus High Point. Radford versus Gardner-Webb. UCF, Kansas State. Temple, South Florida. Syracuse, NC State. Fordham, George Mason. Dayton, Rhode Island. St. Bonnie's versus St. Joseph's. UIC, Northern Iowa. Holy Cross, Colgate. Navy, American. Queens, North Alabama. Stetson, Jacksonville. Bellarmine, Florida Gulf Coast. Austin Peay versus West Georgia. Wofford, West Carolina. The Citadel, a.k.a. the Citadel versus Furman, is where we will stop, ladies and gentlemen. Chris, signing, brother. How you liking today's action?
I like it a lot. For the record, it was Pathy that did Maryland, Michigan State, if anyone's curious about that. So if you have about 15 minutes to spare, you could probably go get the pick.
Oh, Pathy did it?
Yeah.
I got
it. If you got 15 minutes.
Pathy plans if I got you free.
Now, I like, let's see here. I like Georgetown plus the 14. I know Thomas Sorber out for the season for Georgetown. That is a big injury to be having, but it's just maybe it's a fate of UConn more than anything else. Don't trust him to lay 14 points. This is an Ed Cooley team that's predicated on playing good defense and pressure defense, and UConn just said they haven't been able to show me that they can pull away from teams. They only have one win by 11 or more points since December 4th. I think Georgetown can keep it within 14. I could see a 12-point win for UConn here. So give me Georgetown plus the 14. I'm going to take St. Bonaventure plus 6.5 money line against St. Joe's. As good as Billy Lang has been for St. Joe's and really turned this program around since he took it over in the COVID year, never ever beaten St. Bonaventure. They lost 10 in a row to the Bonnies. Sometimes the team just has your number. A number like that's enough for me to take a shot on plus 235 on the money line. And give me Maryland here. Minus the 4.5. It is a big number to lay against the Michigan State team. It's 5-1-1 against the number on the road, but Maryland has Julian Reese and Derek Queen inside. They can battle Michigan State on the boards. Michigan State can be, frankly, one-dimensional. They only really shoot twos. They don't really shoot any threes, and the ones they do take, they don't really make them at a high clip. So I think Maryland battles inside, and I think they give Michigan State fits, and I think they win this one by 6 or 7 points. So give me Maryland laying the points.
The Terrapins. Don Romanelli, what you got for me?
Yeah, I'm going to go with St. Joe's. It is definitely interesting to see that Billy Lang has not taken down St. Bonnie's. I didn't know that, but I think we can agree this is the best team that he's had since joining St. Joe's, and I like their chances to get the win. I also think it's one of the weaker teams that St. Bonnie's has had in the last decade. So I'll lay the points there. I'm going to take UConn and lay the points over Georgetown. I just don't like the current state of this Georgetown team. They were competitive in the first half against Creighton and then were awful in the second half. I think we see UConn put together a statement blowout win. I'm going to take the points with Vandy over A&M. I don't think A&M should be laying this many points in their current form. They're back-to-back losses. They're more a defensive team. I think we see Vandy score enough here to cover the number, maybe even win that game outright. I'm going to take, let's see, don't love the A-Sun today. Last week we had some A-Sun plays, but I don't see a ton of great spots there. I'd probably just stick to that for this time slot.
I'm on the Terrapins. Just following the system. Fade their ass on the road. We're going to take them at home. I ain't breaking it. I do love the Izzos. I do think the Izzos could be a sneaky Final Four team when it's all said and done, but I just don't like the spot for them today. Feel me? Happens, You ain't got to take them every game. Fading the Izzos today. I'm taking the Terrapins. What else I like today? I like Vandy. With the run done, Romanelli, man, I like Vandy. A&M's overrated, overvalued. Vandy kind of people still regard them as a little brother of the SEC. Vandy got a legitimate chance to win this game outright. It's on the road. It's kind of, a tough ask to take them outright money line, but at the same time, I've been betting Vandy a lot. And I'm going to continue to do it. I'm on Vandy. I think A&M is one of the most overrated teams in all of college basketball. Give me Auburn. Laying the points. They're the best team in the country. And Ole Miss, they're not good. Did they lose to Mississippi State? Fading their ass. Give me Auburn. Auburn would shed them at home. That's really all I like here in this first look.
So you would take Auburn over Duke's heads up? Neutral site?
Neutral site? Yes. What's the line?
Pick them.
Auburn.
Okay.
What about you?
I'd take Duke.
Okay. It's not. I mean, I agree with you. It's a pick 'em,
Yeah. No, I think they're 1-2 pretty clearly, but yeah. I mean, Ken Palm has it as 1-2, Duke number 1, but yeah. I mean, they already played, but that was a home game for Duke, so they won at home. But it'd be interesting to see if they get another meeting in the tournament.
What do you think, Roof?
Final Four.
I'm trying to put it in right now, see if I can get a projected line if that game were to.
Yeah. If it was a neutral site, I would say Duke would probably be a 1 to 2 point favorite. Just maybe more, 2.5 maybe.
I would say it would probably be Duke minus 2.5 because the hype that'll build up over the tournament. Cooper Flag, people really start falling in love with him. I think the hype will kind of have Duke a little slightly overrated, overvalued in that game, but my line would personally be a pick 'em. Not saying Duke couldn't win and cover. That's just how I feel.
Hold on, I want to see if I can find one more thing here. Give me a sec. On a neutral floor, Duke against Auburn. They've got Duke minus 2.5. Between a pick and 2.5. So one possession line. That is a really tough one though.
Fair. Let's keep it rolling, man. We got where'd I leave off at? We got Charlotte, Tulane, Georgia State, Coastal Carolina, Rice, Memphis, G-Dub versus Loyola Chicago, NC Central versus Maryland Eastern. I don't like Drake versus Evansville, Belmont versus Missouri State, Central Arkansas versus Lipscomb, South Dakota versus North Dakota, Penn State versus Indiana, Villanova, Seton Hall, South Alabama, Southern Miss, Arkansas State, Louisiana, St. John's versus Butler, Kentucky versus Oklahoma, Utah versus Arizona, Virginia versus Wake Forest, Boston College, Stanford, Bradley, Valpo, DePaul, Creighton, Texas, Arkansas, aka the Calipari Boys, BYU versus Arizona State, Utah State, Boise, Ohio State, USC, SMU, Cal, and the bailout game, San Fran versus Oregon State. On the Don, break shot breakdown, Romanelli. We finished off the card, man. How you feeling?
Yeah, there's a few bank shot breakdown games in this time slot. I like them all. Oregon State laying the points against San Fran. Beavers, a great home team. I don't really love San Francisco this year. I think they're a little bit overrated when you look at their record on paper. So I like Oregon State to get the revenge win. I think SMU, like I said, equally to Florida yesterday, the most public play on the board. I think it's going to hurt a lot of people today. You look at the records on paper, 20-7 for SMU, 12-15 for Cal, and you see SMU is just a 2.5, 3.5 point favorite. Everybody will be rushing to the window to bet SMU. I think they get killed. I think Cal wins. I think Cal wins. I don't think they crush them. I think the people betting SMU get killed because I just, SMU, there's a reason why their record's 20-7, 11-5 in conference play, and yet they're still a bubble team. They have not really had that strength of schedule, that resume boosting win that a lot of other teams in the conference have had. I think they're in trouble against Cal. I think Boise State should be a great game with Utah State. Two teams I think are really flying under the radar in the Mountain West. Two teams that very much deserve to be in the NCAA tournament. Boise State's going to have a tougher time getting there, but I think they'll a little bit easier with a win here. I like their chances for a win and a cover at home, but it should be a great game. I like Texas plus the points. I don't think Arkansas should be favored in that game. We'll hear what Jay Briggs has to say about that one, but I think Texas wins that game outright. And Stanford could be my favorite free play on the board today. I think they earn a blowout win over Boston College, especially with BC coming off back-to-back outright wins. I think we're actually getting a better price now. Should be closer to 15, so give me Stanford. And let's see. I lean towards Rice plus the points against Memphis. I think it's going to be a single-digit game. And that's it for me in that time slot.
Fair enough. Small lean for me on St. John's. I just think unless I have clear reasons to fade them, I don't really want to do so. Butler, I've cashed with Butler in certain spots. I've also faded them in certain spots. I think today's just a fade them spot. St. John's is head and shoulders the better basketball team in that one. I think the line in the Oklahoma game tells you what you need to know, bro. Kentucky is overrated, overvalued because of Kentucky. And Oklahoma's not great. This is a bad Oklahoma team. It's not the Oklahoma team from like last year or even the year before. But 2.5 point home dog. This is usually a J money line attack spot. I think this one I want the points in my back pocket. Kentucky might sneak it out, but I think this was going to be one that come right down to the wire, like right down to it, maybe even an overtime game. Y'all know we fading DePaul, automatic. Creighton, Blue Jays at home, where we love to play them. DePaul not nearly as ass as they're still ass, but they've been okay in certain spots. Not today. They're getting blown out. Give me Creighton. Ron's a crazy man. I don't know what else them boys got to do to prove to everybody that we're going to the Final Four.
Who's that?
The California.
Okay.
Boys, man.
Again, it's hard to make it to the Final Four when you're not even in the tournament itself.
Don't worry about that, man.
There is absolutely no shot. I said that the Eagles, if the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, I'd wear a Mahomes jersey. If Arkansas makes it to the Final Four, I'll walk to Fayetteville and buy season tickets in person for the Hogs the next year, and I'll do a lot of crazy things. I mean, there is no chance.
Man, I've seen crazier things happen. This is a team that can go on a run. I like what I've seen from them, man, recently. Competed with Bama at home. They kind of was in that game. Smashed LSU at home. Smashed their ass. Went on the road. The only thing that's really been disappointing to me is they went on the road, lost to A&M by 7. That's because I think they should have won that game. They should have beat A&M. Competed with Auburn. I told y'all earlier in the show, best team in the country. So happens. On the road, 7-point loss. They did cover for us in that game. And then Mizzou. Y'all love it up on Mizzou. We just beat the brakes off of them too. Not beat the brakes off of them, but we did just beat them boys. You feel me? And today, I'm just sticking to what I've been saying, man. This is not me switching up. I'm just sticking to the script. Texas is overrated. They're not great, especially in hoops. I don't like betting Texas in hoops. I just don't. This is a program that has had the keys to everything and can never put it together. And I think today's the same thing. I think Arkansas is hungry. I think they know what's in front of them. I mean, the same thing could really be said about Texas, but this game's in Arkansas. Both teams really need this, and I think Arkansas is the one that pulls it out. And I think the line 3.5 tells you what you need to know.
What does that mean? What do you mean tells you what you need to know?
Because it's over a bucket. Over a bucket. If it was under a bucket, to me means the dog has a very legitimate chance to win this game outright. Over a bucket means they're going to win. That's just how my brain works when I look at it.
Ron, I've been trying to figure this out for the better part of 2.5 years. It's like the damn Rubik's Cube. It's like the further I try, the worse it gets.
Listen. You know, I question how he gets there sometimes, but we can't deny he's one of the top NBA handicappers in the country.
I know. I'm
So,
just saying. Don't try. I'm saying don't try to decipher the everything
I
you
know.
need to know. I'm just saying it's.
I question his how he gets there, but that's fine. I think the line it's exactly. I think Texas should be favored. Like I said, I don't think.
But they're not. So you know what that means? The line
There's
tells
nothing.
you what you need to know.
You get in trouble when you think that way. The books are not like, what can we do here to get Mr. Briggs on Arkansas? Let's make it 3.5. That way he'll say,
Put them on the board.
I know Arkansas could be a 10-point dog, and he'd say, "Listen, we're getting a ton of points. We could,
right? Exactly. It's how you spin it."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't know, bro. I swear to God. Chris, how you feeling, man?
I'm not overthinking this one. I'm taking SMU. I get it. The ACC's been weak, but it's not like Cal is anything that they're not up that they've not seen before. I mean, they've not been tested. Okay, Cal's not going to provide a test here either. The worst 3-point and 2-point shooting team in the conference. SMU, it's one of those teams that just keeps getting disrespected all season long. They can ill afford to slip up. They need to basically win out and make a sustained run in the ACC tournament to have any sort of shot at cracking the bubble. So I'm just sticking with SMU here because I think they are the better team. Give me Boise State laying the 3.5. I just think Utah State overvalued. I think a lot of road teams in the Mountain West, you see Utah State, they kept it close against New Mexico, but prior to that, their road games were, Fresno State, Wyoming, Air Force, a loss to UNLV, a narrow win over San Jose State, Nevada. So you go to Boise State, which is one of the tougher environments in the Mountain West, maybe not as tough as the Pit, but I think Boise State can get the win there by 6 or 7 points, defend home court, get the job done. And give me BYU laying the 5. I know BYU hasn't been the best on the road, but this is a fate of Arizona State, I think, more than anything else. I just don't see Arizona State hanging around offensively in this game. I think BYU just piles on, carries over a lot of their success. I know they had the big win over Arizona. Maybe it sets up for a letdown spot here, but I don't think that BYU gets let down here. I think they beat up on Arizona State. Give me BYU in that one, laying the points.
For me, the only thing stopping me from going all in on Cal and making a hat bet with Mr. Ruffalo or Mr. Briggs
is the fact
that Cal has covered 3 straight and they're 7-3 against the spread in their last 10. If they were on an ATS losing streak, they would be getting even more points and I would feel a lot better about it. But because they've covered a lot recently, the price is not the best it could be. Still like Cal to win that game outright, but not an all-in play. There is an all-in play for me in the NBA that I think we'll be butting heads on, but we'll get there when we get there.
Let's get there. We head over to the NBA. Or, hold on, how many games got in hockey today?
3.
Let's go to hockey real quick. Jets, Senators, Devils, Avs, Canucks, Kings. Parlay piece for me. I'm not nothing crazy today for me in hockey. Just a parlay piece. We in Ball Arena with it, and we going with the Colorado Avalanche. I think they win this game at home. They're the better team. Don't necessarily trust the Devils in their current form. It's going to take more for me to trust them than a win over the Predators. Feel me? Avalanche smoked them earlier this season, 4-0. They probably do it again here. Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets here. I know at a certain point that win streak is gonna come to an end for Winnipeg, but I'm just gonna keep riding the hot hand until the tickets stop cashing. Ottawa could get Brady Tkachuk back for this game. I think he was banged up in the last one, still dealing with injuries from that Four Nations face-off. But Ottawa, they lost 4 in a row going back to before the break. Come back home after the break where they played their better hockey this season. They get wrecked by Montreal. I think Winnipeg gets it done here. So give me the Winnipeg Jets on the money line.
Nothing for me.
Fair enough. NBA action. Yeah. Celtics Pistons. Celtics laying 4.5. Pacers Raptors. Pacers laying 10.5. Sixers, Knicks. Knicks laying 9.5. Ruffalo, how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple dogs here. But one I'm not gonna take a dog on is the Knicks Sixers game. I'm taking the Knicks here. There's just no back in the Philadelphia 76ers any way, shape, or form. Knicks are, overrated and overvalued at times, but like Jay said before, sometimes overrated and overvalued teams win and cover to make them overrated and overvalued down the road. The Sixers are a lost cause. I'll take the Knicks. I'll lay the points there. I'm going to take the Pistons. Now, I know it's a short number for the Celtics, but I think it's short for a reason. Detroit, they may come back down to earth at some point, but they're rolling right now. Wins in 7 straight. There's this sense of optimism that's, in Detroit that you haven't seen in years. I mean, this team's been terrible for the better part of the last couple of years. But, still go back to it. I deviated from it yesterday, and it came back to bite me at the closing line, but Boston's still 11-29-1 against the spread after a win.
My only win yesterday. I did have one, and it was the Raptors. And what a win it was, because boy, was that shit lucky as fuck. Just shut up, Raptors.
And give me the Raptors and the points. They're still a top 5 team in the NBA against the spread. Do their best work as an underdog. I know it's a back-to-back, but they still have a winning record against the spread as an underdog. Underdogs covered 7 of the last 8 between these two teams. And I think in Toronto, can give themselves a shot in this one. So give me the Raptors and the points.
Romanelli.
I think this is an absolutely great spot for the Philadelphia 76ers. This is my favorite free play on the board today in all sports. Sixers have failed to cover in 9 straight. Getting a ton of points here after the blowout loss to Chicago. I've mentioned I think the Knicks have a good team this year, but I do think that they're overpriced in this one. I think New York wins. I think Philly covers, and I wouldn't be shocked to see the Sixers win it outright. Love Philadelphia in that spot.
You're foolish and like bitch.
I will bet a hat with either one of you jabronis.
I told you.
Fuck it. There's not many times Jay will be going hard for the Knicks this season, so today will be one of them.
Let's see how many points I want. I want 10 points.
I'll give you 10.
Hold on. No, hold on. Got to get it on a half number because we're not taking a push in this thing.
No, I like pushes.
I got 10. 10's cool.
10's cool. New Philly hat coming my way.
Let's do it, Knicks. Let's do it right here, right now.
I can't remember. Do I owe you Chick-fil-A twice?
I forgot. I lose count.
I know it's at least once.
For sure. We'll get it in Vegas.
Better because I'm fiending Chick-fil-A right now.
Yeah, we'll get it in Vegas. But I kind of like the spot for the Knicks here. I hear you, Ron. I do. They are overrated. They are overvalued. It is a lot of points to lay with them. I hear you, but I'm with Roof. Overrated teams win in certain spots to justify why they're overrated and overvalued. And coming off of back-to-back losses, the way they came off of them against the 2 teams they came off of them against, I think this is kind of a flex their muscle spot at home. They've played the Sixers twice this season. Both games were in Philadelphia. So I think this is it's a spot play for me. I'm blindly fading Philadelphia right now. Like, I think everybody that's trying to bet Philadelphia right now is just wishing on a dream. It's kind of like everybody that was betting Atlanta last season. It's like, why? Why? So just sticking to the formula, fading Philadelphia. And I do like the spot for the Knicks in the bounce back spot at home coming off the 2 tough L's that they had in the last 2. That's why I like the Knicks today. Am I in love with it? No, but will I ever turn in a hot bet from Romanelli? Hell no. I'm on the Pacers today. It's a play on the spot, play on the situation. Shout out to Raptors. They did cover for me yesterday. But it's a bounce back game at home. That also happens to be a double revenge game for the Indiana Pacers. They lost both meetings this season to Toronto, 122-111, and 130-119. The first one was back in November. The second one was in December. Both games were in Toronto, though. We know what's up with Toronto. Them boys go crazy at the crib, man. We love Toronto in Toronto. We've been cashing with them boys all season in that spot. But now Toronto in this one, I think this is a pacer spot. Just playing on the spot, playing on the situation. Keep an eye out on Jakob Podol on the injury report. He did not play yesterday. I'm praying he don't play today either. I like the Pacers in that spot, just to play on the spot. And Pistons. Pistons for me. They hot. Still don't trust the Celtics from an ATS perspective. I think the Celtics are the best team in the NBA. Asking me right now who wins the championship, I would tell you the Los Angeles Lakers, but I still think it's going to be the Celtics that get there, and we'll see how it shapes out. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that one. Small lean on the Pistons. It's just a kind of a gut feeling play. I like the way they're playing at home, and I feel like this could be their Super Bowl. You know, they win this game today, they're gonna puff their chest out and beat it. Like, oh my God. What a run for the city of Detroit. Oh my God. Like, what a fucking run this city is on, bro. The Tigers was turned out of nowhere with Scooble after being trashed for forever. The Lions been turned, went on a run the last 2 seasons after being trashed for forever. And look at the Pistons. They relevant again. So I know it's a good
How about the Red Wings?
The Red Wings, it's a good little buzz going on in Detroit right now, man. Shout out Detroit. Unlike what's going on in Dallas, we had a great buzz going on like two years ago. Last year, we had a great buzz going on. Now, oh my God. We're back in the depressing days, I feel like. All right, let's keep it rolling, though, fellas. We got the Trailblazers and the Wizards, then Thunder buddies and the Nets, and the Hawks and the Heat on Hawk Romanelli Wednesday. We're on the done. How we feeling?
I got to roll with the Hawks today. It's Hawk Wednesday. I think it's a decent spot for him as the small road dog. I'll also take the Thunder. I think they bounce back from a tough one against Minnesota. Blew the lead, 24-point lead in the fourth, but I think we see a 4-quarter effort from OKC in a 20-point blowout win. So I'll lay the points.
They're my favorite money-making team. If they weren't, I would be done with them after what they've done to me in back-to-back games. Like, I don't even understand how you do that. You do it one night, it's like, all right, bro, I'm going to forget y'all. Then you come out and do it again the very next night. Oh, my God. Thunder, lock in, or you piss me off. Still one of the best ATS teams this season. Last 2 seasons combined, they're like number 2. We love them. Tonight, Shea going to be getting every whistle in the book. The Nets, they're not a great ATS team at home. They're much better from an ATS perspective on the road. I ain't gonna lie, man. The Thunder are kind of in that. I don't know who said it. Somebody said it on some show I was on over the last week or so. Somebody said it though. But the Thunder are kind of like in that Goldilocks zone where like they kind of got that 1 seed locked up. So from an ATS perspective, laying these big numbers right now, we might be in trouble. So just because of how big the gap is for the 1 seed, like there's no motivation for them to come out here on a night-to-night basis and go balls to the wall. We know they've been doing it in years past. We love them. I'm going to do it tonight. If they don't cover tonight, though, it wouldn't shock the hell out of me. And I'm going to be mad at them if they don't, but they should. So I'm betting the Thunder. I'm with Ron on the Hawks. I don't even until Miami shows me something, I can't bet them. It's basically what it comes down to. And we've known for the last couple seasons that Miami's a team that hasn't fit our spots and situations perfectly. It is a decent spot for Miami here, man. Bounce back game at home, coming off a significant road trip that also happens to be a double revenge game. It's a really good spot for Miami today. Really good spot for Miami today, but I don't trust them. I'm leaning on the Atlanta Hawks in this one. And Portland Wizards, small lean on Portland. I'm not betting that. Chris?
I'm gonna take the Wizards plus the 6.5. I just think it's a little too much too soon for the Blazers to just be laying 6.5 on the road. I get it. The Wizards have been terrible for much of the year, but somehow they're 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 overall. Portland 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 overall. I get it. Some of the teams they played on the road were good teams like Denver and Minnesota, but I said all of a sudden you go from a Wizards team that I can't remember. We were talking like 40-something losses and like a number in the high 30s were double-digit losses because they were never playing close games. But they just played Milwaukee close at home. They just lost to the Pacers by 4 at home. They just beat up on the Brooklyn Nets at home. Washington's starting to turn around in Washington. So
they got a couple real vets over there now in Washington is really what it is.
Chris Middleton, I think, has provided a bit of a stabilizing voice a little bit.
They got Kuzma, carefree, non-leadership having ass off the team. Got some guys like, nah, bro. This how you do it. This how you hoop. I mean, you can't have Kyle Kuzma as the leader in your locker room. Like, it just don't work. Him and Jordan Poole. Come on, man.
Yeah, so give me the Wizards there, plus 6.5. Give me the Heat. Give me the Hawks. Sorry, Hawks plus 2.5. Yeah, like you said, the Heat have just been a team that kind of, haven't fit what like the systems we try to roll with, and fading them has made you more money, I think, than it's hurt you this season. The Hawks, yeah, they've been inconsistent, but the Heat have been consistently bad. So give me the Hawks plus 2.5. Maybe something to put on outright. And lean towards I can't get anything that Thunder Nets game. I wanted to take the Nets plus 17, but like it's got to be 17 for a reason. I don't know.
Would you be shocked if Thunder won this game by 40? Like, no. Right. So that's
exactly why I laid off it.
You're saying. So it's just like, am I happy with the Thunder right now? No, I'm not. But it wouldn't shock me if they won that game by 40 or up 30 at half. Like, went on a 20-point run and just clamped down the Nets. The Nets didn't score for like 5 minutes. Like, it wouldn't shock me. Last slide of the day, ladies and gentlemen. We got your Chicago Bulls. 9.5-point home dogs with the Los Angeles Clippers rolling in. The Clippers been on the road for like a month. Got the Jazz 10.5-point home dogs with the Kings laying. Oh my! We got the Rockets 9.5 on the Spurs. I'm on the Jazz principle alone. Kings laying 10.5 on the road. I cannot do it, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Let's not overcomplicate it. I know the Jazz have been shitting the bed this season in spots where we need them at home. I know. We've been there. We made so much money with Utah last season, it wasn't funny. And it feel like every time we tried to trust Utah in Utah this season, they haven't done shit. If they don't cover 10.5 with the fucking Kings, they're on the do not bet list for the foreseeable future. I'm just letting you know right here, right now. If they let the Sacramento Kings come in there and beat them by more than 10 points, they're cooked and they're on the D&B. Simple. I'm on the Jazz principle alone. D. Williams says Kings is -10 for a reason. I hear that argument, but in that same breath, they're one of the worst ATS teams in the NBA for a reason. They're number 2 on the do not bet list for a reason. They're actually back to number 1 because the Pelicans have kind of fell down the list as the Pelicans have been playing better basketball. So the Kings are back to the number 1 spot on the list. Hold on, what are Kings ATS off the top? What is it?
20, 34, and 3.
Terrible. What are they? Third worst.
Suns
tied,
worst, right?
Really tied for second worst in the league. It's Philadelphia, Phoenix, and Sacramento, and Miami, and New Orleans, all right there at the bottom. Teams just automatic fade. We're covering right now at a almost 65% clip just fading Sacramento, and now you want us to lay 10.5 on the road with them. Do I need to show y'all the list, bro? Kings,
Be careful.
road favorite.
Be careful with just plain ATS records and fading teams, because the same argument could be said. Who is one of your favorite money-making teams that you today officially is now on the do not bet list?
The Magic. But
And weren't they one of your teams?
But the sample size have told us this season, don't trust them. They're bad ATS this season. They're bad. We trust them. The reason we've given them the benefit of the doubt is because of how dominant they were last season. We're now post All-Star break, so last season numbers really are kind of diluted. And we got who they are right now. And who these two teams are right now is Sacramento is not trustworthy from an ATS perspective. Neither is Philly, neither is Phoenix. So it's just like, unless the page is clear cut dry to take them, you fade them. And that's what I'm doing tonight. No way in hell I'm laying 10.5 with them. Utah, I promise, if y'all don't cover tonight, y'all on the DNB. Freemium tonight. I'm letting y'all know right now, freemium, because it's got to go in as a premium.
Wow.
Jazz. It's not the play of the day, but it's a freemium. I'm gonna give y'all one today. Small lean on your Chicago Bulls. I just don't trust the Clippers laying this many points on the road. It wouldn't shock me if they covered this line. It wouldn't shock me. It would not shock me. I just don't trust them. And they've been on the road for so long. This feels like a 5-point Clippers win written all over it. The Bulls have been very competitive since coming out of the break. Many of us thought that they were just going to wave the white flag. We have now seen that is not the case. We bet the Bulls a couple times. I think tonight's another night they're competitive. Too many points to lay with the Clippers. When the Clippers go home? They're going Friday, but technically, but not really. Well, really, but technically not. They go back home to LA, but they play the Lakers in crypto. And then they're home against the Kings. So we'll be betting the Clippers for sure on Sunday against the Kings for sure. But today we can't trust them. And last game of the night, small lean on the Rockets. The Spurs, I think I'm done with them, man. I'm done, because if you bet the Spurs with me the last 2 days, bro, you just got to be extremely frustrated with that team. They had a double-digit lead on the Pelicans 2 nights ago, somehow end up losing that game by double digits. I still don't even understand how the fuck what happened. And then last night, they had the lead majority of that game and still found a way to lose. I don't even know what happened. There was so much good basketball on last night. That wasn't one that I had my eyes on completely. That Phoenix Grizzlies game was a photo finish. I don't know if y'all watched that, but that was a great game to end. And then right next door, right after that, was Lakers Mavs. I know I was locked in there. So this one kind of wasn't on my TV for real. But the Spurs, I don't know how they didn't win that game, bro. Trash ass. Trash. Give me the Rockets. Small league. Chris?
Yeah, the two that I like here, Jazz plus the points. Just a fade of the Kings in the road favorite role. 5-10-1 against the spread as a road favorite this season. I don't know what this Kings team is trying to do. You make a clear downgrade from De'Aaron Fox to Zach LaVine. I don't know if it's contract related that they maybe didn't think they could re-sign him, but like I said, it's clear downgrade for a team. It just feels like they're in purgatory. They're going to be a first round exit team at best. The Bulls, they're probably not going anywhere either, but I mean, they've been better since the All-Star break. I mean, 3-0 against the spread. They beat up on Philly. The losses to New York and Phoenix were by a combined 6 points. Clippers, even if Kawhi plays, they're just 2-4 in road games with Kawhi Leonard in the lineup this season. Only one of those wins was a blowout. So give me the Bulls and the points. And I'm going to take the Jazz as well. Kings. I kind of got sidetracked there. The Kings have been bad as a road favorite. Sorry, Jazz are profitable, 30-27 against the spread, 15-12 as a home dog. I like the Jazz here, so give me the Bulls and the points and the Jazz and the points. I got to check my temperature. I didn't take a single favorite on the NBA card today.
Yeah, you do need to check your temperature because you're ice cold tonight. I'm going to take the Clippers and lay the points. I like that one. It's probably my second favorite free play on the board. I think if you parlay up the Clippers and the Sixers, you'll be a happy person.
I'll tell you where to shove that thermometer.
They're not the fun plays, but they're the right plays.
That was a good one.
Couldn't let him have everything.
Oh man. Well, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Fellas, we made it to the end. That's it. That's all. Cut everything under the sun except for some spring training baseball. You know, I gotta run here. Gotta ask him how about a weekend of spring training baseball. You had any takeaways? Anything that you're looking at? Anything that you're looking for, or you just kind of rolling with the punches right now?
Well, nothing from spring training itself, but I was talking to somebody in the chat earlier. I've got a few win total plays. I think I'm going to do a video on all the win total plays I've got. But the biggest one for me is the Mets under. I got it at 91.5. It's now down to 90.5 at most books because of the Sean Manaea injury and the Frankie Montas injury. So I still like it at 90.5. I think they win about 85 games by the end of the season. This was a Mets team that was reliant on winning a lot of close games, a lot of one-run wins. And a lot of times those are the lucky wins. Just got to get the breaks to go your way. So, let me see what their record was in one-run games. Let's see. It was 28-16, so one of the best records in baseball there. I still think they have one of the weaker rotations in the National League, especially with the injuries now. I think their bullpen is still questionable. I think the bottom of the lineup is questionable. Francisco Alvarez is off to a pretty bad start in spring. Francisco Lindor is also a slow starter notoriously. He usually heats up as the season goes on, but he's looking pretty miserable so far, and he usually has a rough month of April. So I think we just see the Mets have a slow start to the year with those injuries. They kind of hover around 500, make a little bit of a run in the second half, maybe make a wild card spot, but don't win the division and don't win 90 games. So that's, for me, the biggest play, my win totals.
A win total that I'm eyeing right now. I hate to say these words, bro, but it is what it is. I kind of want to take the Braves. And y'all know I'm a Braves hater. I'm a fucking Braves hater. I don't know. If Acuna come back healthy, like Acuna, and kind of like a couple of moves this team made, I think right now, it's going to be them and the Rangers battling it out. I do.
Oh.
I do.
So you think the Braves beat the Dodgers?
I think it's going to be a series for sure. So, it's a little early. I still got to see a couple of things shake out, but I'm liking, I think right now, I'm going to hit my wagon early to the Braves. We'll see. And I'm usually a hater. I'm usually a Braves hater, but I kind of just got that feeling.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a great year. I think I like that.
So I'm kind of eyeing it right now. I haven't bet it yet. I'll be in Vegas in less than a month, so I'll have an opportunity to do a lot of these futures. By that time, I have my NBA one together, so I'll have a lot of time to put them all down and up there. I'll just do it up there, so I have reason to go back. So, Chris, anything from baseball that's kind of eyeing or anything?
I still like that Rangers to win the division future. I think they just had a down year that were just plagued with injuries last year. As long as they can stay healthy, I like the makeup of this team. I think that division is far more up for grabs than it's been in any past season. So I like the Rangers. And of course, I like the Blue Jays win total over. So
you think Vladdy
Max Scherzer looked pretty good in his limited action. So
you think they're gonna trade Vladdy or what?
I'm still optimistic that they can work out a contract, but
you said the other day y'all far apart. That's what he said.
Yeah, I know. Well, they're apparently looking at other options like JT Realmuto to bring in if they don't re-sign Vladdy, but
that's a Blue Jay right there. JT Realmuto. That's like the classic Blue Jay.
Yeah, I hope they re-sign him, but I'm not holding my breath.
That's the one concern. I like the Blue Jays over their win total. I think they're a surprise team this year. The one concern is, though, if they are a little bit below or right at 500, there's always the concern of Vassell, of Vladdy, Bichette.
To get something and to let him walk for nothing.
Yeah, and then they have a really bad second half. So that's the only thing. But I think that I really like what I saw from them at the end of the regular season, even though the record may not show it. They played competitive baseball. They've got some hitters that I think are going to break out this year, and I think the rotation's in a good spot. The bullpen was a lot of big name players that just really underperformed. But if they can get back to where they were, I think Toronto's a dangerous team. I think the Orioles are a team that is going to fall quite a bit this year in the division. I think they were also kind of a bit of a lucky team last season. I think their rotation got worse. I think their lineup, guys like Adley Rutschman, kind of an underwhelming season last year. Look at Jay. What is he doing?
At Costi, because the O's are trash.
Yeah. I don't know if they're trash, but I think they what's their win total? It's got to be 90 something.
I guess around like 94.5. I had to get.
Y'all know we've been beefing.
I think it's too steep.
We've been beefing with the O's on this show for 3 years. We're not stopping.
I'm gonna guess it's 90.5. Let's see.
I was looking for that the other day.
You got to go onto the other one. If you ever see me flip to the blue one, it's because all the pictures and overlays are in the blue one.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you had to flip to that.
If you ever see me flip, I just gave it away. If you ever see me flip to the blue screen instead of being on the black,
that's what I was looking for. I was looking for that one day, and I was like, I can't find it. It's not here. I was looking for the wraparound intro. That's why I think Ron and I were doing a show one day.
Yeah, switch to the blue one.
Yeah.
Orioles are 88.5. I like the under.
Oh, wow! I thought it was gonna be way higher than that.
Fair enough, man. A little baseball talk with the guys, man, before we get out of here. Covered everything under the sun. It's a money-making Wednesday. Looking to close out February on the right foot. Just a couple days left. March on the horizon. And it's the start of the madness, man. So great time to hop on something long-term over at Pick Dogs Premium with one of these guys on the screen or myself. Speaking of Pick Dogs Premium, franchise player Chris Ruffalo. What you got over there today, my man?
I got my $15 college hoops play of the day. Like I said, unfortunately, Louisville let us down yesterday, but we're going to be getting it back today. I really like the play I got on the board today. So make sure I scoop that up, or it's part of my college hoops 5-pack, and I got a 5-pack from the NBA as well. So make sure that you check that out and use the promo code PICK at checkout, 15% off your purchase, whether it's a daily or long-term pass.
Man, hop on with the franchise player, Chris Ruffalo. Making some money today or long-term. Ron, what you got today, my man?
Yeah, I got my bank shot best bet in college hoops. Cashed it yesterday with UNLV. Got a 3-pack, which is my top 2 college basketball plays and my favorite NBA play. The NBA play was not mentioned on today's show. As much as I like the Sixers and the Clippers, I like another play even better. So check it out at Pick Dogs Premium.
Check it out. Pick Dogs Premium with Ron the Don Romanelli. Make you some money today. Chris.
That brings me joy.
I had to. You talked about it, so it had to pop.
Yeah, it had to be done.
I had to make an appearance. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I got like 5 plays, probably 3 from the NBA, 2 from college hoops. Is probably how it's going to end up shaking out. Scoop it all up. Jam session to be out hot second right after the show. I just didn't have time to finish editing. I shot it before the show. I just didn't have time to finish editing it. So it'll be up momentarily. Be on the lookout for that. Plays will be posted here momentarily as well. Bounce back day for me. I got smoked yesterday. I told y'all at the beginning of the show. I went 1-4 yesterday or 1-5. I always call it a spade. Never run from it. Just looking to get back in it. Got to get it back. We've had an overall solid month. We've had an overall solid 2 weeks, solid week. One bad day won't derail the train. Let's get back on track. Let's do what we do. Just kick the crap out of the books. Betting hoops. Hop on with me over at Pick Dogs Premium, man. Let's do the damn thing. But y'all know what time it is, man. It's parlay time. Parlay.
Parlay, 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 parlay.
Parlay.
JT Realmuto, the newest Blue Jay.
Number 11 in your program, number 1 in your hat.
Maybe I think because of JP Arancibia. JT Realmuto, JP Arancibia.
Oh, God, don't bring up JP.
And then Josh Tolley. We've got some really good catchers.
Oh.
Josh Tolley.
Josh Tolley pitches 1 day out of every 5 and he gets you a 180 batting average. That's what we need.
What you got for the parlay, Roof?
Let's go. Let's go for a bomb today. Let's go. I'm gonna round robin these 3. I'm gonna go St. Joe's money line, Jazz money line, Wizards money line.
Jazz money line. Okay.
Did you mean to say St. Bonnie's money line?
No, I meant to say St. Joe's money line.
Sure?
Damn it, I meant to say St. Bonnie's money line. Damn it, I put. Thank you. I was so confident in myself that I'm like, shit.
I'm like, all right, well, it's a different.
Thank you, St. Bonaventure
earlier.
line. I wrote down St. Joseph's in a haste because I was trying to get it in on my things. On my
Makes sense. I mean, they're both Saints.
Yeah.
But I know you said St. Bonnie's earlier.
I'm trying to cover off all my bases so that nobody can say it in the comment section.
Yeah, it's a good bomb parlay. Nice bomb parlay over there, Roof. Really gonna bomb tonight. Let's go with another bomb parlay tonight. Let's call it the Tooth Fairy winner. Put the cash under your pillow, wake up, and there it is. You got the Sixers plus the points and the Clippers laying the points. 2-teamer. Easy money.
I think Ron's leaning sideways because that thermometer still.
Easy money.
Let's go with the beatdown of hell parlay. Pacers laying the points. Knicks laying the points. Thunder Buddies laying the points. Just lay them all. Smash down, beat down behind the woodshed parlay from Jay today. Let's see how it work out. Man, money making Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. All we ask is that you smash that like button subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share this with a friend, a family member, your betting group chat. I know you're all in one. Send the video in there, man. That's all we really need from you, man. That's all we ask, man. We ain't asking too much, bro. A like, a comment. Let me know who you like today in the comments. Be nice in the YouTube comments. You know, you can't make money in there, you know. I'll try to act more professional tomorrow. Chris, any final words from you, my man, before we get out of here?
I will not be more professional tomorrow. I'll be just as much of a degen as I was today.
I'll be there tomorrow, too.
You'll be here tomorrow?
The show. Yep.
Okay.
I'm sick.
Just because I want to showboat once all my picks win.
Oh, God.
That I'm feeling good about. My hat bet, my parlay.
My hat bet come through. You know, I got to hit you. If you're on tomorrow, I'm going to hit you with the belt. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'll hit you with a lot worse. That's for sure.
Fair enough. We shall see how it plays out. Brad will be here tomorrow. Brad, I don't know. Brad done kind of got the best of me on these shows the last couple times he been on.
Yeah, he got me too.
Yeah, he's sneaky. Brad's sneaky.
He knows when to speak and when to listen.
Yeah. I got my eye on you, Brad. Got something for you tomorrow. Make it a winning day, y'all. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. Oh, before I get out of here, remember, less than a month away from Mitch's Walk of Life, man. March 19th. Meet y'all in the lobby of the Aria, man. We're going to do a casino crawl. Should be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see all of y'all there. Hugs, pictures, betting advice, whatever. I'm there.
Just volunteer me for hugs.
Man, I'm giving hugs. I'm giving hugs. I'm a hugger, so I'm probably going to be emotional seeing all y'all. So, you know, it is what it is. So, see y'all there, man. Can't wait.
Yep.
Wait. See Ron in person.
Swear to God, if someone cups my ass, you're getting socked in the face. That's why I'm not doing any hugs.
Man. So, see y'all tomorrow, y'all. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. From the fam. We out here. Peace.
Oh, come on.
Didn't I end? It didn't end. That's crazy.